Till date, as part of Prowler.io, we have raised nearly $50 million. So in the Series B stage, we raised 34 million. In the beginning, until we get the capital investment, we have to be very careful, and essentially it was funded by me. But that cannot really last very long, because ultimately there's only so much I could do by myself. Fortunately, we didn't start any particular serious development before we went to the seed funding round. And one of the benefits, of course, I had is that I've been an entrepreneur before, and also the fact that the company I was involved with when I moved to Cambridge, called VocalIQ, was acquired by Apple. So I went back to the same set of investors who were the investors in VocalIQ. And of course, because they had made a very good return out of the exit to Apple, so they weren't completely against the idea of funding me again. I think with fundraising, it's like a tricky business, because what you're really trying to do is try to find the right balance between what you think is the valuation of the company and the confidence of the investors to value the business at that particular valuation. And for us, early stage tech companies, that's a very difficult sort of a balance. Why? Because there's no formula, right? So for a company that is still pre-revenue, you have created some IP in the form of patents, papers, kind of things like that. What's the value, right? And I think that's where a good balance comes in between yourself as an entrepreneur and also the needs of the investors. There are some investors who have the mentality of winner takes all. Well, they will squeeze the entrepreneurs to the last cent, which is slightly pointless, because that again somehow forgets the principle that 100% of zero is zero. Because if you push the entrepreneurs too hard and they have a very low stake in the business, they will lose all motivation. So what's the right level? Right? Because at the end of the day, the entrepreneurs are kind of putting all their kind of lifeblood and kind of sweat into it. Something positive should come out. But at the same time, we can sort of totally feel, also from the entrepreneur's perspective, that we shouldn't squeeze the investors to the nth degree. Because if an investor, if pushed very hard against the wall, post-investment feels that they didn't get a good deal, they're not going to work for you. And the investors are so critical to the success of the company, much more than the capital that they invest in. So if I have to say, the value of an investor, of a good investor, I would say 30% of the value is from the capital invested, 70% is from the wisdom of the investor.